Bonjour tout le monde, j'espère que tout le monde va assez bien. Alors aujourd'hui, on va découvrir les verbes réfléchis. Verbes réfléchis, it's all about verb pronominal. It means the same thing. You probably have learned some of these before, so I put both names up there, depending on how you learned them. I always call them verbes réfléchis, mais voilà. Alors, les verbes réfléchis sont différents que d'autres verbes parce qu'ils ont un pronom réfléchi. À l'infinitif, le pronom réfléchi est ce. Quand on conjugue un verbe, il change à. So these verbs are special and a little bit tricky to understand because there's no English equivalent to this at all. Most stuff that we do in French translates pretty nicely back and forth. But for this thing, verbe réfléchi or verbe pronominal, there's no English equivalent. There's nothing that is the same in English at all. So let's see. So I guess the most common verb réfléchi that you would know is the s'appeler. So usually in a normal classroom setting, I do the question of the day with comment t'appelles-tu? So comment t'appelles-tu? La réponse sera je m'appelle Nicole, je m'appelle Keen, je m'appelle Emma, je m'appelle whatever. We know that verb. We know when you say comment t'appelles-tu, you answer with je m'appelle. Peut-être vous connaissez comment vous appelez-vous. And then you'd say nous nous appelons and whatever it is. So we've heard this verb, we've used it a little bit, but it's likely that you're never formally taught how to do the verbe réfléchi. So, okay, so if you look on the sheet and you look down the list of réfléchi that you need to work with this semester, they're all air verbs. In fact, I think every single verbe réfléchi that exists is an air verb, unless it's a reciprocating or reflexive. That's something that's not for you right now. Alors, tous les verbes se terminent en er. S'arrêter, se calmer, se laver, se brosser, se peigner, se s'habiller. They're all regular ers. So if you have your binder and you've got your purple sheet with le présent, you'll find out that all the endings are the same, are going to be the same for these verbs that are in present tense. So es, ons, ez, ent. So that part should be pretty straightforward. So the only thing that is going to change here is that there's this little extra word that is attached to, well, attached to if it starts with a vowel, or a little extra word that precedes the verb. Okay, so the se, the se is called a reflexive pronoun. It's an extra little word. It doesn't really do anything to the verb. Sorry, everything's taking so long. The internet's so slow. So the se is what it is when it's in the infinitive. If you remember what infinitif is, that's the verb before you've done anything to it. So it's got the regular er on the end. So le verbe à l'infinitif, c'est toujours avec ce. Et quand vous faites la conjugaison avec une personne, c'est-à-dire je, tu, il, elle, qui, nous, vous, il, and elle, then the se is going to change. So if it's je, it goes to me, like je m'appelle. If it's tu, it's going to go to te, like tu t'appelles. Il, elle, on, qui, it would stay se. So elle s'appelle Mary. Il s'appelle Bob. Si c'est nous and vous, these actually double up, which sounds kind of weird. Again, because there's no equivalent to this in English at all. Alors, so if I was saying, if somebody said, what is your last name? And I was talking about my entire family, I'd say, well, we don't have a last name, it's a bad example, but nous nous appelons Plomish. Plomish is my husband and my kid's last name. So, nous nous appelons Plomish, c'est la famille Plomish. Voilà. Vous, alors vous, and then il en pluriel, it's still going to stay so. So, what I want you to do for the front of the sheet is just look up the verbs. Now, the one thing you need to understand about verbe réfléchi is that a verbe réfléchi has to do with somebody and their actual self, their actual body. So, if you looked at, let's say, the first verb, which is arrêter. So when you look it up on word reference, you're going to find to stop. Hopefully you find to stop yourself, because a reflexive verb always has to do with somebody's actual self. So it's not stopping the car, or you pull the thing. I don't know, do you even have those on a city bus anymore? You pull the thing to stop the bus at the next stop. It's not stopping the bus, it's not stopping the car, it's not stop that train. It's somebody actually stopping themselves from doing something. So saying, I'm gonna stop touching my face so much because I don't want to get coronavirus, and I seem to touch my face a lot. So you can say, je m'arrête de toucher le visage. Okay? Alors je vais mettre ici. Maybe one self would be better. Self. Because it's the understanding that all reflexive verbs have to do with somebody's actual body. So if you come down here, let's look at syllabe. So syllabe, when you look that one up, it means to wash. But it's not to wash the car, to wash your windows, or to wash your clothes. It's to wash something that's attached to yourself. So if you're going to say, I wash my hair, je me lave les cheveux. Again, for se brosser, you'll find out that that means to brush. But again, it's to brush something that's attached to you. So likely it's just your hair. So, je vais me brosser les cheveux. Je me brosse les cheveux dans le matin. Okay, if you're brushing out, I don't know, your dog, then it's something else. It has to be actually attached to you for this to work. Okay, I'm going to stop this video now and do a separate one for the back.